the current Auditor's General report.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from the COVID-19 forensic report, another audit, over 10 billion clearly, Auditor General report today, cash irregularities just last year was around 32 billion. It's a share corruption the way at to say economic variables, inflation, and Kobaboma meaning bia Ottoman Kisim or Yakakujuma. Then Kebia Kankano Jomahama the time. Otraka 50 pesos. Mami be to move for no. Today on to track 50 pesos because inflation rate is around 50%. The third highest in the whole of Africa. President Obama time I was to know here, no, it's little over 15.6%. So which means that the economic variable will affect production. Don't also forget that central affect production. Say boy Juma. Nyoma what did you mean our friend materials and not overheads. Sanobo also affect production. What will happen is that or the redundancy baba obey yinko for you. Yeah. That is the reason why you can say unemployment rate on 40%. That's right. As compared to President Mahama. Then you come to a normal so contributes the low production year face. That is the forex and the CD. Since 2021, according to IMF report, another agreement when some of the overview and what they may trade. Yes, depreciates close to 50%. You won't never buy that. Sri Lanka had a man for on to quest woman. Oman Atenase when you tell one in an umpono, and I want to Sikano in your pet in the bottom without 2 years on. Then debt to GDP. Debt to GDP, the whole cow, another wage up as I war. Now, the Atoto cow with that asso. Obodun be able to meet ya wakawana. Finance for baby pay yourself first. That's right. Pay yourself first in there. In your one seat as in kind of 50 pesos to so that at Trient be to a cost 50 pesos. But Ghana has an easy 50 pesos in poor then. Yet the one sitting na am I or there is also 20 pesos by offset any uncertainties. Wow. It's them pay yourself first. Ghana in your principle.
It's Mami Musa question we paying. With Sanchez we are not saying for near we pay. And obi Omamu penny be between the Nizap and the boat. I can say Ghana was a gabi down.
Your free be financial buffer, and a fiscal buffer.
Yeah.
And this year, what bemono. You create financial buffers, baby. That in terms of uncertainty. Don't also forget that uncertainty on yet today COVID-19. In 2014, there was Russian banking crisis. Our affected global economy because our advanced economy. Your free BB lead lag effect. So countries are kasina more advancing. At to or affect one more than So if today somebody tells me that 2014 she see in the year called IMF, he doesn't know what he's talking about because globally the projection was that according to the IMF projection was that the economy was going to grow by 1.2%. Or you often an echo IMF one what do you call it? Consultative another article for consultation report in 2016. Okay. The status of this is there. But the ma bringing in Arano, President Mahama Eden or saw the more offended Tibiana and Yoweden, you woman. But all like this time, no, so catch them there. Ghana was kept the home. We don't have anything because President Mahama Ojay buffers. They are quite rentema, ye by day, ye the boss and beat the stabilization fund. So, ye President Mahama and Kayeke and COVID-19 time was ye needs first. That is on the 12th March 2020. No? Yeah. And Kayan to me in yes can fund because for door stabilization fund we $1.2 billion. And even what the one of no what's what I share. It could be often NBSSI, I say, no, what they must small loans, but they end up giving to their own people. This was what President Mahama left. President Mahama just be often 500 million EDE fund. In case of any casualty, we able to make their saw or your local production. Yeah. Don't also forget that when the local production grows, employment comes. Okay. It was Sabre to be a woman. We don't have buffer. We don't have any buffer. We don't have any buffer. Last 2 weeks. Government of Ghana or promising pensioners will restructure loan. That's right. There will restructure loan about 20 February, 20 February. Just last 2 weeks, Bank of Ghana issue of friend treasury bond or kobo busia 3.3 billion Ghana cedis and san would to pensioners account. It is a scaby or reserve be the woman man chanke be die. Now even check IMF one kasa one report or try there the reserves your one war your friend will be about the import cover another current account today in normal if you are cotton union for so that too international account manu say Ghana say you depended the man the manoda about to a for just 1 month. Also is 0.5 import cover. So we don't have anything. Internet today we are still borrowing through treasury market. Just 2 weeks ago, Saben was can come cover was at 3.3 billion or the boat offended pensioners and other bond holders. So we don't have anything. John Muhammad Jay knows why then.
And also Baba can home.
Exactly. John
Bosnia Yakoboy. The okay.
One thing is
Babakano.
Wabakano even Sakano is all cocoa eating.
And can IMF as say
now we
have with you
we have recently says Yano on the capital market in Tumi and Kobe today I long term loans. Another Yako bond market because bond market Yako bond market Yakaji loan close to $13.2 billion. I into ya or the eco switch or Paris crab. Emma Walker dying. China for what yes one call 1.5 billion there. One fine chairman there. Asum Jaba, but one of the conditionalities are them bilateral creditors and what the man they be getting hold of the sales of electricity. They had on electricity or the ones who and whichever another way party control. And China that is out there because China Funangasano, them Western word from we bufu. So you cannot say there about the structure wanted that just like that. It's a bamboo offended to me. Okay. So the point I'm making is that these things, akoma of the how are dying. What about you?
Okay, but so but your message about China at one common so. I was here for Dwabo Ase in Power 97.9. Around Michael Ni, your boy Anan Abefia, financial analyst, member of the NDC, or Sanso, a parliamentary candidate hopeful, Emma Adeche Ododo constituency. Eja Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bibia Jinadin, yeah.
Oh, Akabuto.
Akabutum and no honsun common ye but now me person me hunu John Aboy kakra me person me so me hunu free wafem say obi ka say look Ghana penny bi betimi de nsapem ne bo akasa bre say Ghana wo sika bi because IMF emu abi aba say ne akọ no odika ye wo sika bi wo
well me chia for nyina ani ododo diodo for na masa chia Alex for Kaneshi
more fire
say o hwe me pa say e was sika bi da ho
yeah I bet me dey ho atoso atorente mbisia
well to send ya menu an kan sika ye wo da ho no ene no e 1.1 billion. That is our foreign reserves. Say by close of 2016, now you were about 8 billion in terms of reserves.
1.1 billion dollars and cedis.
Yeah, dollars.
Dollars. Yes.
Daho as a reserve for us. Abibinia, you can fall on it.
Right.
No, yeah, you tie Eddie. Yeah, share na huondina. You tie the compare the amount of imports cover to me are provided. And as he rightly said, it is about 0.5 import cover. And to me, and so more to a larger extent. Now, near yet to say, a hutre be na ba yentina. Sa import cover no about from no it is about the BOG's policy say on son in some entinani baby and allow the market to play out. Now there be a market no be to say play out against Ghana cedis no I got tam the reserve ye wono no the abeshim to stabilize the city. Enti near oya and say wa allow markets na nkasa to determine either the fall or rise of the city.
Okay.
But no edisika beshemu. You realize 2020 when COVID hit the suggestion and now the opinion in say trade accord down in terms of imports maybe accord down, and you know the call for the dollar no is actually not there. There wasn't any appetite. And BOG governor Ibeka chair say enye no na ama dollar no cedi nanya hondi.
That's right.
Na mum sika omodi share mu economy no mu in terms of the foreign exchange no. Enti na cedi nanya hondi agina ho. That was a reckless statement. Coming from somebody who earned salary. So much salary from the people of Ghana. Say, oh yes, sir, na we don't announce it. Subsequently, Uben said from February 2022, cedi no started depreciating drastically. No, every time, Omubeba out say, oh, jai dollar atumu.
That's right.
Na stabilize it.
To the sense that could your punk apart from central bank penino.
Another irresponsible guy. Yeah, because when the $750 million came, Oba Chrome have a catcher say, oh, dollar now 1 year and pia, dollar no, the value you will lose the value and all that, and said all sorts of things. Very irresponsible. You know, you were playing with market sentiment. Wow, and some market no so no. Information is readily available. And the market hypothesis no very high. We can watch the trend and even know say, look, foreign currency deposits no cost in terms of the banks, our commercial banks.
That's right.
And that is a huge determinant in terms of the pricing of the dollars or the foreign exchange. And the Uber Pia Bonting, as a spokesperson, I will say, for a government machinery to be so irresponsible out there now. And then I think say now
because what's how can I say omo drama so no omo timi di omo adwen bu ehwe peteta krem hwe se de normal esiko but say wono so ba bonten na ne woni nsusu yemu no ne kasa no be hye timamufo nso nkuran so a ne no nsusu aso bo ne be ne wom
nsusu aboni kese pa ne wom fi say wo ti hoyi say oba bi break wo heart na udu heart be mo oba fufuro na chese why you checks and balances see what you say into ukita dollar
right
and out of say ubu are buying call for say they know what they were doing or saying and then normal be country will say u dollar now ukita no jemu now one jemu $750 million be buy the best share market no na cedi no be nya holding pa so that your store of value over a time now upese unyano na enono asay enti jemu now wa jemu right then within a month a space of a month no afa the cedi no the bobo wa collapse kra nan sa nipa na oji wudi ye na okodi dwa no right will never have that confidence in you again.
Entienu na to Ghana.
Entienu na to Ghana. And to ube who say, as at August, the foreign currency deposits, no, started say eba form. Nenso, people were not prepared to actually let go of their dollars. Okay. They were holding on to their dollars because they no longer trust the system.
Okay. It is abra IMF enhye no yenya de ensa na yaje atum no as yes 600 million bi aba no sa giri no confidence no asamba na
oh they be look the confidence level right from 2019 I would say was almost 100%. Sometimes no crap no call over 100% confidence level. By February 2022, now confidence level no deteriorate say more than negative 125%. Not just a GD pa any GD and D.
Gini Ghana.
There is no investor confidence.
Wow.
Another intro and for try when these issues were going on.
Yeah.
And it is clear that yema foreign residents the omu share your local bond and money market no. So huge to the tune of about 38 billion. In February alone, 2022, they cash out about 2 billion. Now 2 billion no more year. Say a crowd is indexed in cedis. Omo year, almost is some dollars. No more DRP. Every chrome ha. And that is also one of the things that contributed so much to the disruption in the market.
Okay.
And you see, we have to learn our lessons. Say, we need to grow a local capital market that strong enough to support this country.
Okay, yebeba ho wabra ye hwe ye daach no basabre de ye hwe animanim ya de ye befemu. Look, John meba on chain no okọ ye Asante Bantam Kropon a obi e hwe anim sa ban be ward no asase ye to anamo na so am interchange no ya he sabra IMF aban because still osai chairman saboso ni ye nsentwe for kasa no kire say IMF nhihye no ye nyagye tumpa August ekwan bi bebie ama sika bi aba ama aban asase aye enwuma bi saa eye no kure se enwuma akese bi saa aban e de asi na ni so sabre ya IMF aba no ekwan na bie so obetima ye
dem krofo kasa adwumodi what's your pass you live okroma ha mo ma edwuma ofo na edwuma yentu en create bi what's your pass e-levy okroma ha mo ma contractors has work over 4 billion yentu en work e-levy became the messiah for all the economic misfortunes and yekum ya pass e-levy ba sam no okay amafo mpo fon ka we parliament because it became struggle because no yeah there e be tax bibia ba omia na nkase wetin ka waka chen there to tax momo de no che wuti miazen to tax momo de no che sabete feche yin pejenyen nini na chi no what did e-levy bay what happened
omuso mokasa ntina omanye ska no
wakasa
mo NDC mokasa no ntina omanye ska no
wo economy no you have two sectors, the formal and informal sector. The informal sector constitutes about 70%. Into ono no tumina or more the larger portion of what tax revenue. Inti nasa demiti me mofono anya ye track pushers. One water pure water. One hour ye in naman katan. Na wo kumulubu in naman ba kwasol. Wo kumulubu na still is e-levy is aka pure order. Esha obutua. Esha obutua. It is not us. Because in any case, even the extractive industries in Pono, when you compound taxes to them, say, yes, you grandpa.
Yeah.
Would they pay?
Okay.
Says Ghana, your tax revenue to GDP is around 18%. Damn, IMF catcher, which means that we should expect more taxes.
So yeah,
exactly. Yes, now the tax, next can all for consumption. How will you grow the economy?
But says can so ban on nature say. Ye betime nya kwan akwanya no dia ye mpuntunjuma na
mpuntunjuma ba e-levy and to creating them mpuntunjuma nti them 600 million me senior brother can be there why a swap deal by injecting $700 million into the economy and kojo upon kroma what about two anyampia do it the war friend the would only see and hwene an obechro what happened finance for friend knee jerk it is not sustainable. It is 700 million. No.
Akwanya ya chance ye me expect so mbewi.
Akwanya mo ye no if over 700 billion debt when two na wan ye enwema what promising here that $600 million over here then. 600 million no ye nya 700 million da. True reserves are work for what print is because Bank of Ghana Nampo he doesn't know whether or not the policy no it is yielding to fruitful
600 out of the 3 billion I expect now.
Yes, because what's our 7 tranches it is Kanampo $300 million baba 2026 it is 600 million even at the time ye here 700 million within certain space of time one area 600 million no I just in November and we release another $300 million. Now by this time, I hate account there. What it means is that port war monomana nkrofo when you Google no, it is not them 600 million over to wire then we rectify the import duties and the taxes now. Because the conditionalities IMF for more on no and a kubibiara no
and only the other.
Ebi tax IMF forgot what they will remove value tax exemptions. Sabi ndwuma zenkaza anka yezibo twetwe yan before bibi capital allowance. Say it no kwara what tax twema abanezemo. All these reliefs IMF say by virtue of VAT no wonjai. Mama o me exemptions bi. It is a company Alpha Free Zone Board. Now Abablen Ghanaian wa assure Ghanaian labor for 70%. Sent to create no nya VAT exemptions bi. Damn be your Obama new overheads in Wakufuma. Today IMF catching order them overheads in one fat VAT on fire on fan to. So the 70% no alpha will labor force no it will affect na. It will affect. IMF catching order corporate tax. What them on BB of tax holidays. Because companies be wa what your one portfolio move there or the what's now be about 1 year and son will start to widen with your tax. All these holidays IMF is the one.
Yeah.
Do you know that the whole of Africa, Ghana ya what your 31st country ya tax revenue to GDP or your high power. Simple first no 14% IMF catch what 80%. Ye come bobu. Obasini levy, obasini trabin. So we should rather embrace ourselves there. Fundamentally, we have failed because that is what IMF told them. It be someone also Ivory Coast IMF. We will come there. We will do proper comparison between Ghana and Ivory Coast.
So then, no credit president, Akufo-Addo can say, "Sabria IMF abey." And
it is not true.
Or say no say yesika seme babi ginasho.
Now me find out governor of Bank of Ghana Bank of Ghana is there. IMF na waba no. Mama agree no about correct certain impressions be ayewo.
But this were the same people who were saying say yankwa economy no be collapse.
So no work
so we are confused.
Each other say work show anopa. Zinka ni hwe wi ansa na ayeden agwondo. Atro in the beyinsam adokun oda no koboa. Inkanyen put e bodu IMF. Wan ka che da ekwa IMF o emusu. Abro yin wan ka che da sabita freche. Why do you man about IMF? Watch on answer.
No correct.
Can you catch the fail and IMF and answer them?
Okay.
But me catch there. Sabita freche. Abo fraba o ima membu no about IMF. Where are they now?
IMF.
Into why are they trusting in them walker there? IMF no. Waba no. Obama and them ye. There are two things in IMF worship why fiscal consolidation and discipline.
Can it tree idea?
Ekwana yaba for no generate enough revenue. No revenue e be generating no. You make sure that I had papa.
Wow.
Na we mo dey at papa.
Na we yenimi ye.
Ebi.
IMF na chair ansa na ehunu ye.
That is it. Intina me I will always salute President Mahama. Ehuna ye kwa IMF ye free bibi homegrown policy. Even before IMF back chair there, ye restrain expenditure and we are well doing it. And na before chair there, ye from Krofo 1 year and ye 2 or 3 months. But teaching ya ya for the room 1 year. Nisan can appointment who's in with you and come away. You have to clean the sector. Into here before I we knew what we were going to do there. But you were quite empty hands. Into mobile Kabiana one. Now listen, as the government can employ only 0.5% of the current labor force. Says I one for them conditions in Bay. Unemployment rate is more than 40%. So we are not we invest in the Dutch wine. We are we training college in the Dutch wine. Nursing training and the Dutch wine. Into as we speak, your backlog since 2019 for the one we see. Now what's the main issue about pedo? EONG. The economic fundamentals na nka ye hwede about this time we be jananadon ba me why what to him also be president edi country bi anka or resign because it doesn't have
as vice president
exactly
and head of economic management team.
Okay, say there or the be our financial stabilization policy whatever right. No universal bank could collapse under his watch but as we speak 423 savings and loans, mutual funds, trust companies and 9 universal banks has collapsed under his watch.
Okay, my friend Michael, in the case of fiscal space, and as a sika ye benya ye de be nyuma kese no. I mean, at the end, I am a Francisco ya bay to say they're not John Wayne. Bibia ni we dine when they say sa space no be wo ho yet media ye input nyuma kese. Especially somebody I catch say your flagship program no cry and san review.
Well, on say my on this point, you know, won't say you be fair to IMF. Physical consolidation, no, and no say either revenues no be muscle, and now expenditure no be brainers. Well,
okay, so sika over boa no be cost. Na de wo de ye enuoma no obende
would be brainers.
What is so? Okay.
And it is a two-way direction. Nenso, no any paragraph 15 of the IMF, and if you permit me to read that, staff-supported authorities' preference for a fiscal strategy based on a significant revenue increase. Enti enya IMF na kan yo. Abamufo na ekokatre IMF for say. Yen no say fiscal consolidation no ye be ye ma aye the best space be ba ye budget no mo no. Yen mo no ye pese yen ma revenue no so. Na say ye be bre ye expenditure asidie enye ye.
Wow.
Yes. Let me read on.
Wow.
Given Ghana's low revenue to GDP ratio and the need to create space for higher development spending over the medium term, the authorities intend to make domestic revenue mobilization a key plank to the program. And we be an commentary, a boss yakuna didn't tiakoji trema. Ana yeza.
What didn't tiakoji? Come on.
Wow.
It's yani idea who buy.
Yana yekoka say.
Ya the two back
from consolidation no senya ye pese ye no say be ma ye revenues no so. Na expenditure no senya ye num ye de no eno de yen to me embranas. That is what we went there to say.
Wow.
And they agreed to it. And my can say it's as if IMF has made some impositions on us. No, that is not the case.
Na
Kenufuriata no kokan say sika wo kroma ebe tumi akoje ediabrel. And therefore, as part of the preconditions before the signing of the deal, Ghana had promised so Onusube raising an extra $500 million. Every Ghana. Unimi. Taxes. Aye.
Okay.
So that is what it is. Now, and that for me shows clearly say the IMF program cannot be a solution today nor tomorrow. Whether mid-term, long-term, immediately, no.
It's expecting interchange and the kwakesi and sukuda kesi and asupiti agenda 111. You forget your own.
Nia mimi fi say abaya owa dream papa owa nim dear efa finance be say. In such times, you hold on most of these projects because Niawu will not pay for themselves within the midterm. Until you hold on all these projects. Now, what's yes, I mean, say Upese won't recover in Tema. This is what you should do. It has happened before in other economies. Until you bet to me so aye. Say, Nyama Udisika koshemui. It will not bring money back to you immediately. Maybe in a very long while. And let's put a hold on it. And then let's make sure, say, we have recapitalized our financial sector. Say, ebe to me anya wonding a support here. Wo eneno unfa wo sika bi papa bi awanya enko to bank because GD a wo ye banking sector mu no abefom. Enti bank no so enya enough savings a omo beboaboa no e de ama obi se onfa nko di dwuma bi a sa dwuma no fa so kese be ba ho. Well, and at the end of the day, the entire market is gradually shutting down. But because acquired to say ya suspend the servicing of debt ni nyama no be no ntino. We kind of find it's okay and we are moving, but it will get to a time it will bite us harder.
Time bay.
Oh well, by September this year we should be expecting a lot of the pain.
Oh yeah, sir.
Oh yeah, I'll say there will be no money in the system because as we speak, no, one of the conditions IMF, there are two central bank no say obe jai say obe finance a bank. Say sika wo twa gumu no obe so eno so obe jai. Can you imagine say within a space of 12 months from 19.9 billion base money, no, we lifted it up to 57.3 billion. That is almost 273% or so. Adding, who is going to and that is the situation we find ourselves in. Now, to slow it down, no, we must drop base money to about 16%. And no, one will come biting because when we have their city now, who crop.
Wow.
Yeah, you will not find money in town.
Hey.
And that is the bit to slow inflation. And no namika dabi wahase.
Yeah.
Inflation. Enye Ukraine o. Nesu sika matwa gumu. Dodo, you have increased the supply of money so much that M2 plus was higher as 35%. Say every country has its temperament when it comes to finance. Yen the supply of money umasu per 12% year on year per Asemeba Ghana in terms of inflation. It has happened before. 2013, 2014, under President Mama. And even at that time, it was 33%. And inflation only peaked at 17%. Yeah, they are no peak here, 54%.
And as I said, and I'm 44.
And afeina airdrop.
Yeah.
What I say. And we knew what took us there the 17th time.
Right.
And we repeated the same things that took us there on the 18th time. Okay. Now who I will repeat here then who are there?
Good question. For Dwabo Ase, the Power 97.9 the TV XYZ. Me na me bisa questions. We are no amame. Etie for be ya no. Ubeti the mic the two days. Ubeti ya no. Mama Tonka WhatsApp line here 02089841166 and our Facebook Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana XYZ Broadcasting and YouTube. Michael and our Facebook John me titin se me amane Bobby Boba. Na wabra ye beko eye Oman Ghana sika 7 dache ene IMF nhihye ne ezunsuaso ebenya woso no mame fa manebo we into you say modalities are being finalized to introduce another concession agreement into the operations of Electricity Company of Ghana. This is part of the energy sector reform program to reduce power sector financial shortfall, improve ECG operational performance, and fully implement tariff reforms to ensure quarterly adjustment for cost recovery. This private sector participation is being finalized after the one pursued through the Millennium Challenge Corporation Power Compact was embroiled in controversies in PDS and CMC 2019, for which reason Umutwa sa a year in 2019. IMF na decide we ban I said ye be a coin pew ama nkran and then ho abehye ye nyinam kane ho nsem na aboa na yetimi agigi sika na ECG yetimi gina ne naso IMF ehye na di we ba na
ehunde tedama senior brother ke IMF no before oba reach them staff agreement no you also tintim them bia isusu de order what you do.
That's right.
Into most of the things that have been approved in the deal no is by virtue of Indian Samahed and just getting IMF. Even though it is not well documented as was in the case of President Mahama. Into restructuring no conditionalities no that IMF would be shame. Them rabaya ipokudubotu weje mama or okay, you can restructure my debt. It be Chinese. Because bilateral debt is almost 5 billion. which Chinese quoting here
1.7
1.9 billion.
Okay, 1.9 billion, yeah.
One of the conditionalities there, no dem raw wutime me for no. So I call restructure what that no. That itemize one coupon rate and the interest rate and call they be a what to. I buy the bond and go be 29% and even 26%. No?
Yeah.
Now it's about 5%, 10%, 17% up until a certain period of time.
Yeah.
9 years right. What are you doing about us? It was the reason why in part to force the catch on there and go be you don't call or IMF and tap. And some of these conditionalities in the able to me
it's easy the way IMF in
exactly.
Now not Edian
That is the question you need to ask them. More by there. There will be more increment in electricity tariffs. That's about to offend the last 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks. So of course by 18% and above. So that will happen. Yes, no matter the whole deal no me there. Abani ya na agenda or by restructure on expenditure. Because BBN was so able to me the effect of some of these things is on us. Because I IMF say yeah fiscal consolidation. And that's what they cut your expenditure. Into ye ben yes kedem we measure ECG no na yentum na mobilize the sales of wafan in nam kanya ya ton have you also forgotten that what me move na oguru or bread that because most of your taxes are regressive.
And I say what can now what the China no say when to me and the hujuma IMF for catch us when you nam kanya home fashion be sika no what then say beto so
we them ade aye hu President Mahama be yen bibia aye say oba power 1.5 year. Yes, so a 3-year deal. The only thing that President Mahama be yen dey bia oboka cap yane debt to GDP ratio or financial I mean we review yane financial regulations. They say able to ya babusi do just 65% of the GDP. Onyama 65 per yes stop. So that entum mbobosia ma onkonenyim because ye cap ndama ye bon answer there some of the loans are obabe yina no ye buy ada oboboa. We will push most of the loans in income generating projects.
Yeah, this kabeba.
Exactly today it Dwabo Ase President Mahama ye.
Okay.
Ibi today sanka wo piapa nka oye Commander Sugar Factory. Ko yi eduma because now I'll cut the import bill of $500 million US. Oye sika ye baka wo esi chaye ba Ghana hamono. Ena say bit there. Oye most of the projects at your Mahama here na lebo tuano waka.
Yeah.
Until there the many beseno. I mean we should understand that we are going to face this. Exactly.
Because
already you approve the deal Navy. There is nothing you can do. No, where you know your baby information asymmetry. Market no it should be frank other than there. It in the maybe.
Let's just say John Mahama craba or Bebrew.
John Mahama nembre or ombre because John Mahama he did that. And what some of the things that he tried to do, it be capping yane debt to GDP.
Yeah.
To be a 60%.
Yeah.
It bobosia pa 60% in one or they are fine to them Fiscal Responsibility Act and
that's right.
That when you spend beyond 5%, you need to be punished. You can say what is our fiscal deficit? Almost 12 to 13%. Chad was spending more than that. So when you put these measures, it is IMF internally. I said one cause I own IMF clean war friend and fiscal space, another monetary space. Some of these things will also improve the investor confidence. That some more money sika one restructure at the end of the day. You see, IMF you won't deal I want to form because IMF both happen in to restructure. Maya ye nim tum kare 3 billion no esaso won aka telephone na aka chewo do mun 23 years na mo twan dam
yetu asheda
IMF both one restructure that.
Wow.
It is only the bilateral and then
yetu tu sheda
the euro bonds and what have you.
Wow.
It's President Mahama one to ensure proper fiscal consolidation or cut any debt to GDP because as we speak what is the debt to GDP over 100%. Over 100%. Oman Bianca or Akufo-Addo. Yes, I mean, you know maybe one point there. But we need to punish them. when the debt to GDP under our watch was 56% in 2016, what's Yabon? As low as Sabita Fletcher, one year, or catch a head and the boy 18 years in Po, Sakabusan with the Bumana and the boy 18 Po, Bobo, or Betum with Manway. Where's our debt to GDP now? Over 100%. So when you do some of these things, it will create investor confidence. Right. Investor confidence in the bar, there will be employment. Okay. Oba sure you import to offer a bill and also abufum kakra. Then we also tackle about some of the taxes and winya. Share tax and that to offer a sanitary pad. What's Yansa Bendo? President Mohammed ZBB offer a secondary education improvement program. Part of it in the Yabama free part. Oh, northern region. Dama baya onu yan wa consider wo school kom. Aba san okay che wade anwum okro mu. Always in a part in intend for you. So the toll import duties on part is almost 20%. VAT alone is 12.5%. So what are you doing? Good business no. Esa Solomon Krofo won to ombu onsa. School kwasol ba hebasa. That is what you are facing now. All right.
For pem ho ma me na Mike also bram dachi na eda yenim no. Say in the city if we are John Etche me yam crash me and I would the
well
as it kakra to mama na I had the e be dia ma John Mahama.
Oh yes, it will be difficult. It will be difficult managing the process, but with goodwill from the people, no, a lot easier. This government has no goodwill left with them. But usi me cha infonia. Yeah. Infonia me cha ne say wo aketua e tia no. Usika unya di coffee no esubeti. Because there will be more personal income tax on you.
Somebody may uncram crank me.
So trapie why that sika from.
It is subeti.
Esubeti. Usika wo di be coffee no because I buy your beji more.
I'm a cameraman and was so. Yo.
I feel so no. Almost for me a CITs, and that is the corporate income tax. Now almost to me IG more. I feel so VAT exemptions. Ninyama omumano. Omuma product. It is linked towards production, and that makes us more unattractive in terms of cost. Say. Your production will chrome hano, your production ebe kosru. Then other one say utilities sube kosu. So with your meager salary na ebe ba won semno. Where we bet more for electricity or for utilities. Enti enoni infoneno say ebe kan bottom pa. That is it. But in all this no. I feel say capping off your loans no should not be linked to GDP. Because Chrome your inflation no to say anuma utu bo kakra na maybe bo no point do ne ho na so speed or the beto no. Wow. And so the capping or providing a debt ceiling for Ghana no, should be measured against our revenue. And not our
say
GDP.
no.
Yes.
Yensusu no kwambe so say yensusu say yemfa ntoto de yi.
Yemfa ntutu
sika ye benya ho.
Sika enya no. On na na hwa adaba obosia.
Nia ye be producing na wo chrome ha no.
Okay.
Right? Which are all assets. To say we stock. The we are producing no. And no na your friend say GDP.
Okay.
Na ye call Bobisia the GDP no na since so say was 60% to debt to GDP. It is not helping us. I think that this is where Parliament has to come in to formulate a law that ties the hands of the executives, because
now I said now you have fiscal responsibility.
Oh my friend.
No. So I mean, then you Jim Rush be fear this on bit my sir.
But our leadership.
Well, I dare not say ya nye adiwe. I mean, Akufo-Addo has shown us say one day we would probably have a more reckless president than he has been. And it is about time, say, we will have a new measure in terms of our debts.
Yeah.
Now you can say, if a no revenue I met to me generating is so much, then I'm allowed to borrow so much. And yes, Anna, don't go out there and borrow, because your ability to repay your debt is based on your ability to actually rake in more revenues. Because in 2021, 2022, from a GDP of about 425 billion, Yemasu echo 651 billion.
Oh,
but what did that bring us?
Agenda 111 promise.
Nothing. Nothing. And yes, in periods of hyperinflation, you would see a huge GDP.
Yeah.
But it doesn't contribute much to the revenue. And it is about time it will protect us,
okay,
and our pockets.
Very well.
Because all we seek to do is to hold value in something or Chinabi Saadiano will still have value, and that is money. And it is about time we make the cedi attractive for Ghanaians to hold on to it. And yes, sir, no matter the policies you will bring in, when you have a bad money, it will fail.
But that's it. Michael, ni your boy Anan and so Ura John, a year Bambir, Madame Masse, Mababwa and Comono, and I don't pay. I was a honey at the Mumbesi with Dwabo Ase Jumadiation or Power 97.9. So, oh, my being power, Sikasamo, also, yes, and my cool. And your photo, do I turn up to blame it on the ghost? I'm sure some questions singing about Bisabs Amamo, Amamo, and over there, I knew you, so Abremo. But I don't my best, I near power near what the power made money best is here. Bye bye.